Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm aboard the brand new AmaMagna from AmaWaterways here on the Danube. I'm here with Rudi Schreiner, who's president, CEO, and owner of this wonderful ship and this line. And we're going to take a little tour around the ship and tell you a little bit about the features that make it so different. And this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Rudi, everybody's been referring to this as the largest ship on the Danube, but I don't know if it is that or not, but that's really not your main focus, right?
Absolutely not. I mean, it is probably right now technically the largest passenger ship in
With how many passengers?
It's 196 passengers maximum. Yeah, so it is the largest in size because of the length and the width. It's 135 meters or 441 feet long, and it's 22 meters wide, which is about 73 feet wide.
Yes, but again, that's not the main focus. You're trying for something else here, right?
Right. The main focus is large, beautiful large staterooms for our guests. We have 4 restaurants on board. We have a very big spa and wellness area, nice top deck, huge top deck with a beautiful pool. So focus is on everybody's needs and fulfilling everybody's wish. We have overall 5 bars, depending how you count bars. If you call a bar in the wellness area, the juice bar also a bar. So it's a beautiful area where you can really enjoy cruising.
Now, where are we now in this wonderful area here?
So this here is the alfresco restaurant. The alfresco restaurant has windows which can come down all around us. It has a ceiling, a glass ceiling, which can be opened up. Currently it seats 28 guests. Everybody on the cruise can eat once a week in this restaurant, and we serve a kind of farm-to-table style of menu. That means heavy on vegetables, light on meat. It's a set menu, and people can just sign up for it, make a reservation, and enjoy a very delicious, healthy meal.
Sounds great, and I've already tried it last night, and I've actually been to, I think, all the dining venues. And we're going to move on to the next area of the ship that is so different from many of the others on board, and so stay tuned. So now we've moved to another part of the ship that's sort of more classic river cruise, but it's really spaced a little bit differently. It's the main restaurant. Tell us a little bit about this and why it's different from maybe some of your other vessels.
The main thing again on the main restaurant is you have now a ship which is double as wide as the other ships. How do you kind of break it up, not to make it look like a university mensa or something like that? So my idea always is you break it up into smaller units. Yeah, so you have here, you have in the middle of the restaurant, you have the large buffet. Then you have the area on the window side, on each side of the ship, and then you have the central part with the seating arrangements like here.
The banquettes, yeah.
The banquet seating arrangements. So 4 different kind of areas also here, and yeah, you have an egg station here, breakfast station. So this is our main restaurant. We can serve pretty much everybody here, but with all the other restaurants available, sometimes there are not that many people here.
Yeah, well, it's a great venue, and it actually is delicious food, and it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner in most cases, and really, but you do have those other options, and we're going to take a look at a couple of those right now. Jimmy's wine bar, and in fact, if you look back, it's Jimmy's, says this, and talk a little bit about what Jimmy's is and who it really is dedicated to.
So when we started designing all the 4 different restaurants, we initially wanted to see what kind of food do we serve, what kind of food. And also, it's not only a restaurant, it's also party area, wine tasting area, and so on. So we came up with the design here. The key element of this design was to make it like a wine cellar, make it woodsy, homey, warm, and so on. So first of all, we came up with the looks of it. The next thing was, what do we serve here?
Right.
Yeah. And then we said, okay, what we do here is we serve family-style meals. That means we serve the food from the main restaurant, from the daily menu. The entire menu will be served here family-style. So anybody can pick whatever they wanted to taste. Yeah, and then the whole idea was, what do we call it? Yeah, Jimmy was the founding partner together with Christine and me. Yeah, so Jimmy Murphy was also the owner of Brennan Tours. Absolutely a delightful, lovely man. We were fantastic friends. Jimmy unfortunately passed away due to cancer several years ago, but this is kind of dedicated to good old Jimmy Murphy.
And actually his son Gary and his daughter Susan are both on board this christening cruise, right?
Yes, they're both on board. So Jimmy's holds about 65 guests here. Yeah, and like I said before, it can also be used for group functions, for other functions and so on. So we use it in the evening for all the guests at the restaurant. There's no reservation necessary here. Mostly we get 30, 40, 50 people here every evening, and it is truly family style, so a wonderful assortment of tastes you can enjoy here.
So now we're here at the next venue, and no, this is not the disco, it's just very loud music playing in the Chef's Table, which is a restaurant you've had on board, but this is in a different area for this ship, right?
Yes, I mean we have on all of our ships in Europe, we have a Chef's Table, also on the Mekong. And Chef's Table, what we do is we serve a tasting menu of up to about 15 items. It's not 15 dishes coming, but we have sometimes 2-3 dishes on a plate. It seats 36 people, so every guest can make a reservation and can eat here once during their cruise. Wonderful different kinds of wines being served here. So truly, truly very different dining than all the other restaurants on the ship.
Now, why did you decide to put the two of the specialty restaurants down here on deck 2, which is your kind of lower deck?
It's pure logistics here to have the main kitchen here. So from the main kitchen, you can come down here. Also, on all the other ships, we have the Chef's Table in the aft area. We wanted to designate the entire aft area to wellness, spa, and so on. So very different. And we can go there and take a look at it because, so we are very close here. From the logistics, this is a fantastic location. Yeah, you're sitting right above the water level. In the evening, beautiful area to be in.
We're now in the Zen Wellness area, and as you can see, we're behind, this is the exercise, the gym, the fitness center, if you call it. Tell us a little bit about this area, because it is unique, because it's in the stern of the ship on deck 3 with some wonderful views of the river, right?
When we decided on the construction of the Magna, this was for Christine and for me one of the most important parts of the ship. Large wellness area. That means we have on one side of the hallway, we have the spa with 2 massage rooms. We have here the indoor area. We have a big top deck where we do everyday exercises as long as the weather is beautiful outside. Yeah, we have spinning bikes out here. We have currently 4, and we found out that's not enough, so we ordered 3 more spinning bikes. We have treadmills, we have other equipment here, weights and so on. So wellness is our big focus, health and wellness, from dining to exercising. So then also the other thing from here, you can go down towards the outdoor deck with our excursion boat.
Yeah, no, so we saw that the captain, you can lower the deck back and there is an excursion boat down below, and we haven't tried it out yet. I think the boat's going out today. Maybe we're taking a look for it.
But we can go down and take a look at the deck right now. Yeah. The deck is open.
Back. What would you call this?
I would call it a sports deck.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically almost like a reverse garage door. It comes down. We can actually have cocktail receptions here, champagne parties. We can set up chairs and tables. Right behind us is our excursion boat.
There you go.
So it holds 12 people. Actually, if you want, you can put on your swimsuit and jump into the Danube.
Is that okay to jump in the Danube?
Yeah, absolutely. The water in the Danube, it doesn't look right now totally clear and clean, but it is a clean river.
And now we're here to the place that most people will stay in, a stateroom, actually the suite, the owner's suite, right? Your suite, actually.
That's actually my suite right now, yes.
And tell us a little bit about what this suite includes and what's different about them from other river ships that you've done in the past.
Just because the ship is twice as wide as all the other ships, that means the cabins are twice as wide. Yeah, so the majority of the staterooms on the Magna are 355 square feet.
Right.
On our other ships, the suites are 355, where we only have 4. On the Magna, this is basically twice the size of a standard suite. That means 710 square feet. We have 6 additional large suites, which are 1.5 times, so which is about 470 square foot. Yeah, the suites are doing very well. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of interest in very upscale facilities on the ship.
And then they all have balconies up here, which is,
All have balconies.
yeah.
Yes, all have.
We're not talking French balconies anymore, right?
No, they all have balconies, except the 12 cabins on the lower deck.
Okay.
That's the only one.
So, no, they're marvelous suites, and they're furnished really in a style that is much more boutique hotel than river ship, although most of your suites and rooms, cabins on your other ships are the same. So now we're moved to actually really the center of the ship, which is sort of the lobby registration area. It's a 3-deck area, and it's very different, I think, in decor. I mean, if you look out there, we have trees, it's sort of nice desks. It's a very relaxed kind of feel, right?
It is a very open area for a river cruise ship. So a very spacious main lobby area. Beautiful greenery. So it feels a little inside outside.
No, and it's absolutely true. And then right behind us is a pretty unique feature. Every river ship I've been on has an elevator, but this one is a little special. It goes somewhere that most don't, right?
Yes, we have an elevator on the ship that goes all the way up to the top deck.
The sun deck. Yeah.
Yes, all the way to the sun deck. Very unique.
So here we are on the last area of the ship that we want to tour with Rudi. It is the main lounge, right? And this is a little different from most main lounges that I've seen because it's really broken up into different parts, right?
I mean, yeah, broken up into different parts. You have, again, the width of the ship compared to the other ships. So the main bar, we have the live entertainment, but in general it's similar to all of our other main lounges.
But then you have a sunken, you go downstairs, and whereas maybe in your other main lounges it may be a little alcove on the same deck, this one actually goes down to, I think, the library area and a gaming area below, and a movie theater
right in between.
A movie theater,
amazing,
yeah.
So it's a movie theater which can hold up to about 40 people. Actually, what was interesting when we checked in on the first evening here, there was the finals in the Women's Soccer World Championship.
Yeah, I know. I walked by there. It was quite
there were
packed.
probably 40 people sitting in there watching the game rather than being here for the introduction.
Well, you have priorities, you know.
You have priorities, yes, and people need to enjoy what they are pleased to do.
Absolutely. Well, I know in this particular lounge area, you can enjoy a lot of different things. You can go retreat to a more quiet space. You can be up here on the dance floor, and people actually are on the dance floor, which is great on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you on the dance floor.
They played my favorite song, mine and Christine's favorite. That was actually our wedding song also.
Okay.
So they wanted us to dance and enjoy it.
Well, I hope you did. Well, Rudi, this is a marvelous ship, AmaMagna. Get your clients on board this one. It's going to be a real experience, a great intro to river cruises for maybe cruisers who have been ocean cruisers. I actually had a couple who had never cruised before, and this was their first experience, and I don't know how they're going to go any higher, to be honest with you. I think that's the problem. And they actually were dancing to a waltz during the christening ceremony. I said, you don't get that anywhere else. So they enjoyed it thoroughly, and I know they're coming back. And if it's that kind of appeal, hopefully we'll get some more first-timers to river cruising and convert some ocean cruisers as well.
James, thank you very much for letting me show the whole ship here and then enjoy the rest of your cruise here.
I certainly will. Rudi, great to see you. And again, congratulations on AmaMagna.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.